Welcome back to Snetterton after the second Bennetts British Superbike Championship race of the weekend, and taking third place for Honda Racing UK. It's Tommy Bradwell. Tommy, another incredible race from you. Given how far you've come this weekend, fighting the podium, there were some big moves between you and Kyle, and to take third place on the run to the line by 0.008. What a race at the finish. Talk us through it, please.
Yeah, it was good. It was certainly it was good. It was quite a good fun race actually. In all honesty, it went quite fast. A little bit cooler temperatures today's made it a lot more comfortable for definite. But Brad, like I said, then TNT, he's got a lot superior pace at the minute, so he checked out. So credit to him, the way he's riding, the way his team and bike's working. You can only sort of bow your cap to. Rory almost went off and had strong pace towards the start, and I just wasn't sure if he was able to check out. Me and Carl were sort of battling a bit, allowed him that gap, and then once we calmed down, dragged Rory back in, only just, to be honest, but I had showed my hand to Carl. He knew where I was going to pass him, and unfortunately, every lap he was just going a bit wider, and I couldn't get around him through Coram. So I could see what he was going to do on the last lap to Rory. Rory looked like he was struggling a little bit more with the wind. So I just had to be patient. It was a risk. I didn't know if it was going to pay off, but I knew any racer would have a go into the last corner when you're right up there. So I was just sort of hoping what happened was going to happen, and it did. Through the race, I was struggling with straight line speed, to be honest. Even in the slipstream, I was getting dropped by the Yam, and I was thinking there's no way I'm going to drag him to the line. I did think about putting the elbow into him. I thought there might only be one way of just whacking the elbow straight into the side of him, but I thought might not be in the racing etiquette really had it. But no, it was good. I literally, I think if the line was another 20 meters on, then yeah, certainly wouldn't have got it. But credit to Honda. We have certainly made inroads. It's clear where we need to improve, and we need to just keep working. Got a test on Tuesday at Donington on the World Superbike again, which has been helping us. So I'm back on that, and just trying to bring everything I can from that over to BSB. And like I said yesterday, my bike this year, geometry-wise, is so different to last year. So we are making it work. It's just taking a bit of time.
Do you think the nature of the circuit here helps with that as well, with the setup, when you're talking about how it works? Talk us through about that.
I knew Snet would be a bit easier for us. The geometry I'm having to run at the moment to make the rear tyre work is not ideal for, let's say, most British tracks. It's really high on the front, low on the rear, and it's the only way I can get the grip. So it's it's I got Brad on the left here, so I'm chatting away, and to be fair, I normally am, but no, we're right. Anyway, I better shut up. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Tommy. And back on the podium in second for Cheshire Moulding's Ducati, it's Rory Skinner. Rory, a fantastic race from you, especially after the disappointment of yesterday where you showed that you had podium pace and you had to unfortunately retire from the race. Talk us through it, especially as coming towards the end over those closing laps, you really had to fight for second, didn't you?
It was good. It was actually really enjoyable to be back in the battle, to be honest. It's been a while since I've really hard fought for a position up until the last corner, and yeah, that race was nice. At the beginning I thought it was going to be a bit hectic, so I just made sure that I was trying to go with Brad and Kyle. I knew they'd be trying to break away straight from the off, and when Kyle ran wide, made a little mistake at turn 4, I thought, right, I'm better being out front and kind of being vulnerable to one or two than being in the pack and just being able to get chopped up. So no, it was good to get away at the start, and then just kind of struggled a little bit towards the end, just a little bit with the tyre wear, but something we were working on from yesterday that's certainly making an improvement. So it's another race under my belt now with the Ducati. We're slowly getting there with it, and I'm starting to really enjoy it. It's kind of clicking with it now, and to repay the boys with another podium after yesterday's misfortune, it's good.
Thank you and congratulations, Rory. And taking the second victory of the weekend for Raceways Yamaha, it's Bradley Ray. Brad, another strong race for you. Completely different conditions today, and I think it's fair to say that changed a bit of the dynamic throughout the race, further down the field. But talk us through it. Did it change how you rode today at all? Did you have to adapt a little bit to the gusts, etc.?
Yeah, it was more of a tricky race. Definitely lap by lap was less consistent, that's for sure. Yesterday you was able to be a little bit more consistent with lap time and braking points and where you're turning in, but today was a little bit more difficult with the gusts of wind. I don't mind it windy, but when you get the big gusts, that's when it catches you out a little bit. But I just tried to set my rhythm at the start. I knew someone would try and attack at the start. and Kyle obviously went wide straight away. So that first lap, I just put my head down and tried my best to get some solid laps at the start, and then get into a good rhythm. I think this afternoon the conditions will be the same, so it's good for me to understand where we was with the bike and how I felt. But yeah, overall really good. Another race this afternoon, obviously the long race, 16 laps. So see what happens. But I'm sure we'll probably get attacked again at turn 2 or somewhere else on the track. But I'm ready for whatever. If we need to fight or do our own race, it's we're able to do both. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you and
Cheers,
congratulations,
thank you.
Brad.